They will even ask America, okay, you want to take Ugo? America will say yes. They say, don't worry, don't waste your fuel. We go use our private jet to bring and come give you for America. No pay me anything because I come from a particular place.
That is what
This
we're
is what
suffering.
I want to my brother. What is his name? That my brother to understand. It's like he's gone. It's like he don't
I
come on.
believe you understand it. You are nobody today who is reasonable in that country would that do know this, that, that because the system don't want us, and because of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting, which is truth, he has no case to answer, but because he want to divide the country, that is why they said anybody those fighting for Boko Haram that they are not fighting to divide the country, you know,
To sustain the country. Yes.
So we all know that this is not a, he has no case to answer. They are trying, that is why they delay him on this why, trying to get something to pin him down, but yet.
Very good.
So
very good.
Our eyes, we can never know. I know the truth. Any time that they come out tomorrow, after all he has taught us, doesn't go. Okay? Anything that comes contrary to what he has taught us, we don't take it. So that is what we maintain. Because he's not speaking for us, we cannot take order from him. And that is all of us to stand. To stand. Because he may be casual, he may be rise, he may be into accepting from what he has said. That shouldn't be our stand. He has taught us, he has to teach us, and we should maintain the status of what he has taught us to make sure that Biafra is restored. Whatever that comes tomorrow that is contrary to what we're doing doesn't go for us. Biafra goes. Thank you.
Okay, Ndewo, thank you. We have one of our honorable member here, and a good thing. She's a good lawyer and not from the corrupt system, a good lawyer from British system. So let us hear her own side of view. Ada Biafra, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, my brother. I'm so excited to see you again. It's been a long time.
I believe you've been following us or you just joined us. Have you been listening to our conversation?
No, I just went to Telegram and I saw that there's a post, you are online. I just joined. And
Okay.
I'm so excited to see Onyemdu. Is he there?
Yeah, he was in the court today. But the argument we are having here, I don't know whether my brother, he got angry and left. You see, one problem with people is that you always want other people to buy what you are selling. And when people don't want to buy, you get angry and they feel irritated or feel, this is our problem. We don't want to fight. We want it easy. Now, brother, I was saying that the lawyer Mazi, the lawyer Ejimako was saying that they are happy that they have been given a chance to appeal for bail. And I was saying, why should we be demanding for bail or appealing for bail? Why don't we appeal and or ask or even take Nigeria to court? At the first place, why should they go to Kenya and kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? At the second place, why must Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, after going through all the course from primary, from nursery school, he went to primary, he went to secondary, he went to university. After graduating, you are now sending him back again to go and do the same thing he did from day one of his life in school. How can you send him from high court, from Supreme Court to go back to the high court? This number one, I don't know, I'm not a lawyer. Thank God you are in the judiciary system. Now, me, the way I saw it, it means that the system is not working unless it favored the particular person that wanted to work the way it wanted to work. Two, for the Supreme Court to tell you to go back to them to square one means that Those judges that that handle the case, they don't know what they are doing unless they do it in your own way. That is when it is done well. If not, it has not been done. So that is my argument with that our brother. I don't know why he left. So, Mazi, if you are still listening to me, I invite you to come back. They know the verse. Now, freedom with the fight. You don't
Yes.
expect me to come here and expect you to and accept everything. When you tell me that Mazi is, to me, what I'm saying, why the brother is angry is because I am saying that Mazi Nnamdi, the lawyers should not be appealing or asking for a bail, because it is certain, when you listen to what this man said here, it is certain that the bail condition, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu may not meet them. Now, why don't we start asking for his freedom
Okay.
unconditionally, since there is no reason? So this is my point. I don't know if you are seeing it from any other corner or angle. Make you tell us.
Yes.
Gloria, I greet you. Long
Thank,
time.
thank you so much. I have to really thank my fellow Biafrans for always being around whenever we are on the air. Yesterday, we were with our Prime Minister. Before he came in, we were all there, and we were there till very, very late, around 4:30 a.m. I just got up myself. You see, my people, in this life, pray to God that you will never be entangled with somebody who lack knowledge, because the fact that that person doesn't know anything is one problem. And that very problem you have with that very person, hello, my co-host, Emenike, I'm seeing you, I'm seeing my sister, Diane. Thank you very much. We will have our own in the evening. So, my people, when you have a problem with somebody who lack knowledge, count it one problem. And that very matter for which two of you are fighting is already number one problem. And the fact that that person doesn't know anything is a second problem. People who don't know anything, dealing with them is a very huge trouble. Nigeria, I don't know whether it is a secular state or polarized state. You understand? I don't know. Yeah, why I say this is that they are running Sharia law and English law at the same time. Because Onyendu was illegally renditioned, which breaches both national and international law. And when you breach anything, the next thing is restoration or damages to be paid or to be applied to rectify that damage you caused. So Onyendu does not only have to be compensated for the shock they gave him by abducting him, and he deserves the hand of law to be set straight. The High Court judges are equally qualified to be Supreme Court judges.
Okay. Thank
So,
God. Thank God you came
so,
here. That
so,
is why I wanted that our brother to stay here and listen
yes,
to the lawyer
yes.
live and direct.
Anybody that is sitting in High Court is qualified to be in Supreme Court. If you are not qualified, you cannot sit in the High Court as a Supreme or High Court judge. So their order, any order made by them, any ruling made by them is binding. Onyendu was renditioned illegally, and the High Court said, because of the way he was brought back, that no court in Nigeria, including that Supreme Court, has right to decide his case, that they should return him to Kenya and go through the legal process Not until those legal processes are followed, Onyendu will not be tried in any court. So this is the very issue that his lawyers should be addressing, and they are not addressing it. They should bring the Nigeria court to do the right thing. You cannot be jumping any court process or procedures without following the systems. If it is in UK, it will not happen. In America, it will not happen. If it is in France, it will not happen. You must follow the due process of the court. And how county high court have already said it, that because of the way he was illegally renditioned from Kenya and tortured, that torture was why they awarded him 500 million. Yes. So this very matter is not going anywhere. Nigeria is an Islamic country. They are looking at their Sharia law, and they are not following the proper English legal system in Nigeria at all. Look at somebody like Abba Kyari, who committed all this crime. America followed the due process by asking Nigeria court to extradite him to America when he had case with Hush Puppy, and his name was mentioned in the court as an accomplice to the crime he committed. They never returned him to America, and America is now hobnobbing with them because of their interest in Nigeria. So I do not know why the Onyendu's lawyers are not stressing on the right thing that the court should do. Onyendu should have no case to answer in Nigeria. They have to return him to Kenya, and they will go and make application to the court. And they will state all the reasons and grounds why they want Onyendu to be renditioned. And the court of that Kenya will look into the case and see if Onyendu is returned to Nigeria, whether he will get a fair trial before accepting the application made by Nigeria government. That is the way it is done. You can't just come and grab somebody. But kangwa gezioku acho misu ifa nonu bai. Okwe ifo ndi ambi befa. Opachi Onyendu.
Of course, we know.
Oburo ndi Fulani bụ only a tool fan use. Imago achọrọ m isu ya n'onu oyibo.
Onye ọbụla na-aghọta ihe na-ekwu.
So ọ ndị ebe a ji Onyendu maka na interest fa. Amago m na our prime minister, ọ bụ na prime minister anyị bụ a military man nọdụ na Nigeria, ife a trial eme ka ọ ga-eme. Maka prime minister anyị bụ ife m ji like prime minister anyị ọ azụ anụ ụka. Afa niile a na-etu ya ọgwere dị nke gam na ntị. Afa prime minister anyị bụ azụ anụ ụka. And him know a very young man. Onye ọbụla nugo age yesterday o kwurie n'ọnụ ya. Anọ m na that visit ọbata anọkwa m ya o end ya amarọ m from there.
From there.
So that guy bụ our PM. Everybody must support him to the fullest. Anyị chọrọ Biafra nke taa na nke echi. Onye ọbụla nọ na his cabinet na-agba ya mgba ma ọ na-agba Biafra mgba, ọbara ụmụ Biafra wufuru ga-akpọ onye anwụ ọkụ n'isi. I'm telling you, because all the genuine, it doesn't take anything to know somebody who is genuine. He has proved himself from year 2022. Oh, go take it over. Guru this thing nisi. So, my people, our Onyendu has no case in Nigeria. On when he fed the bail, Obuna his lawyers are gone for bail. Amalum that na farmer ndinka amarokwife faneme. They should press on that court any court in Nigeria, they were all right to decide Onyendu's case. I am telling you the truth. If you do something wrong, you commit any offense, then people will be asking for bail when the police is holding you. And from that 2022, when the High Court said that Onyendu has no case to answer, they should be counting the compensation that Onyendu will be paid on top of the 500 million, because from that date, the High Court to pronounce so that thing, Nigeria government disobeyed that law. They have been holding Onyendu illegally again on top of the one family. So Onyendu is continuously being held illegally against his wish, and he has not been sent to proper jail. He is being detained in a wrong place, which goes against the law again. This place now is not where he's supposed to be. He is on the ground. Or then with the sunshine.
That is what I'm saying.
Oh, because no fuebe. Or then with the fresh air. Or then with the ikuku. Or that gayali. You know? So my people, Onyendu is not asking for any bail. His lawyer should not ask for any bail, because Onyendu has not, his case, he cannot be decided in Nigeria. Yeah, Chisom said, let me read what one of us is saying. Chisom said, Aloy was brought over. He does not talk about rendition anymore. Everyone knows that Aloy and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are working with Igbo politicians. Mazi Nnamdi Kanus are working. Is it Chisom? Do you mean Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family or what?
Since Aloy was brought over, he does not talk about rendition anymore. Everyone knows that Aloy and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanus, I believe it's his family that he's talking about. But why I put this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu picture here is for you to learn. There is something you must learn. If you don't see any difference here, you will see, say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, go and watch the video. He came inside the court with his file on his hands, and he did not give it to anybody. He has come to realize that something where they bite am there for him body, so he don't come out that cloth. Even the people you see as lawyers surrounding him now, he is not trusting them. That is why he's now managing his case by himself.
This is it.
I be lawyer, sorry, thank God the lawyer they here, make I no talk the one why I no. Lawyer, when somebody don't they use in hand, they carry in 5 case, when lawyer, they now he carry the 5 case, enter court, he carry and enter, carry and go. What did he mean when the lawyer did there? He means say he trust the lawyer or he no trust the lawyer?
No, let me tell you how it goes. When you have a client, and there's a case going on, you have to prepare your case, and you have to make 4 files: 1 for your client, 1 for your office, 1 for the opposition,
Your client, 1 for the opposition,
and 1 for the court. You understand?
Yeah.
So your client will read everything. He will take time to read it, so that the cross-examination, when it starts taking place, he will be able to know what to answer. And there should be a conference between you and your client a day before the hearing, so that you will all be saying the same thing and you will be agreeing on the same thing, so that you won't be saying yes and your client will be saying no. Do you understand?
So my question is this: as we see the lawyer, as you see the lawyer,
that's him over there, Ejimako.
Yeah, this is not what I want. Sorry, let me look for the video. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came inside the court with files in his hand, not just a file, files. He came inside the court with files in his hands. So my question is this: when somebody don't use a hand, they carry all the files like this, what does that mean?
That's what I've just explained to you. He is not the one who prepares the file. Remember, he is incarcerated, and where
Mhm.
he is, there's
No, no,
no.
no, no, you don't understand what I'm saying. Is he
Okay.
supposed to come to court with the files by himself?
Yes.
Is the file supposed to be with him from the DSS dungeon? Is the file supposed to be in his custody?
Like I have explained to you,
Mm.
when you are preparing your client's case,
Okay.
you'll be making, you type the cases and everything, your response and everything. Then you start printing. So you will make 4 different files. One is for the client to
Mm-hmm.
keep, and one is for you, the representative, and one is for the opposition party, which is
Mm-hmm.
the Nigeria government
Yeah.
lawyers.
Yeah.
They will do the same thing as well. That's what they call disclosure of documents. So you will disclose all your documents to the other party, and they will disclose their own to you. Then you
So,
will make one again for the court, making it 4. One for your client, one for you, one for the opposition, and one for the court. So a day to the hearing, you
mm,
will have conference with your client. That is, they will be allowed, they may have gone either Friday or yesterday to see Onyendu to discuss all those things that you have stated there. Then
mm.
you will ask him questions, and he will also ask you. All of you will agree, you and your client will agree on things that will be answered in the court. So if they cross-examine him, he can tell them to give him a minute or two to talk to his lawyers. If
Yeah,
it is
I know.
something he cannot
But,
reply immediately, so
but
the court will allow him to ask you questions, and
but
you will tell him exactly what to do.
I understood what you're saying, Ada Biafra. What I want to know is this. This file that should be given to him, is it the file that should be, let's assume, as he has been there now for 3 years, he has been going to court to and fro, and even the one he did not attend, his lawyers went. All those why? Is this all those documents, are they supposed to be compiled in one place so that each time he will be coming to court, he will come with all the documents the same time?
Onyendu, he is, as a client, it is his choice to bring them. He could have just brought the case file for today, for today's hearing. That's whatever his lawyers prepared for him for today. But if he carried all of them, that may be his decision. Because as your client, he has his own rights.
Yeah,
And
because
he is the one instructing you. Whatever he says and whatever he wants to do, you cannot tell him no, but you will tell him the legal implication in his matter. If he does this, it will not be good. If he does that, it will be good. So for him to carry his files, maybe he wants to make reference with them, you can't stop him.
okay, let me believe. I believe what you are saying, but from what I am seeing in his hands, I don't think anyway, let's just take it like that.
Yes, it is right for him to have his files, so he will know and follow the case procedure. Yes, because if you don't have your file with you, you will not know what is happening. It's good he has his files.
But all this while, for these 3 years, why have you not been coming to court with files?
Because those people don't know what they are doing.
But now, why? Don't be offended, though. I just want to know. I'm not a lawyer. Now, the way I saw these people were looking at the file, as if they wanted the file as well. Let's just watch the clip. Watch. I want you to watch. Because at the time, they were all looking at the file as if this is what we want. Just watch them.
No, they must have their own in the office.
Are you sure?
My dear, I'm telling
Good,
you,
good evening, good evening, sir.
unless they
Mazi Ugo,
practice
please, if it is
differently.
possible, I would like to come in.
I'm telling you the exact thing
No,
that
I'm
will
not.
be
I'm
done.
not arguing. No, it's not that I'm arguing what you are saying. I'm not arguing what you are saying. I believe what you are saying. I believe what you are saying. But because I've never seen him in a court before, even with a piece of paper, even from the time they used to show us when he will come and come down from the motor, we have never seen him come. But this time he was coming like bold enough with the files in his hand,
Yeah,
like I have my
yeah,
power.
yeah.
You know?
Margaret, one of us is saying that she thinks that the files are collected from a Joko. That might be true, but the basic thing is that your client must have his own file. From your file, you will know whether your representatives are doing the things you instruct them.
And
Only
maybe,
do the-
and maybe they
your-
have never given him the file because they never wanted him to know what they were doing.
Exactly. Don't you remember when Ejiofor said that one day they just called them and said that there's a hearing and they
No,
ran into court?
no, he said he was going somewhere and he saw a policeman that asked him, you are not in the court. He said, which court? He said, only do is in the court. He have to turn back and come to court.
He's a
No,
compromised man.
no, so
He's
I beg you, you have the mic.
yes, he is very compromised.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, my sister Wada. Good evening, ma. Good evening, sir. I've been listening. I don't know if am I coming out
Very
clear?
Yes,
well,
you
I
are.
don't
You
know.
are.
very
Okay,
well.
thank you. I've been listening to this conversation at least for the past let's say 45 or almost 1 hour. I think if we are even up to 1 hour, because I know I didn't start from the beginning anyway. But I was here when one of our brother came in.
Mm,
You know, when he was trying to make a narrative about talking about process.
mm,
You see, it is very, very important that our people should understand this. You know, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was kidnapped.
mm.
So if we are talking about process, it's not even now. If the process is not enough, so no matter anything we see today, no matter anything that is going on, it's just that the fate of our leader still lies on what our activities. The fate of our leaders lies on our activities. So whatever you see, all these lawyers or whatever they are coming up, is not something that we should count on. That is my point first. And talking about this file, you see, our leader was with today in the court. It's not normal because, like, to my own experience, you see, it is only when you are trying to nominate, or when you are trying to nominate a new lawyer, or when you are trying to maybe take your files from, maybe you don't trust your lawyer, these lawyers, maybe the lawyer that you, this files that it was with our leader is not just one file, it's not just two, it's not just three. This is like, a whole case file, because this is too much for him to be carrying around in the courtroom. So I'm suggesting that our leader has having those documents on his hand, who is like in a form of, he's trying to nominate a new lawyer, or he's trying to nominate a new lawyer, or maybe something like that. Because if he should be coming to court, at least he should be having like maybe one or two or three or maybe depending. But this one, if you look at his hand very well, you will see that the files he's having there is not even something of 2 months or 3 months, or 3 months case or something like that. So to my own opinion, I think this is what is going on here. So that would be my suggestion. So when we are talking about process, we shouldn't count whatever anything that they are doing, whatever they are doing in Nigerian courts, whatever, because the process, this Nigeria, they create their law, they impose their law, whatever you do, even when they try to say they are taking normal process, they're trying to do the normal thing, it's just for the audience, it's just for you to see. But within them, they are not following the law. They have already broke the law right from the beginning. So the best thing is not even requesting for any bail, though our prime minister said he's not against the bail because he knows that Nigeria is not a working state. He knows that Nigeria is a terrorist state. So that is why he said he is not going to oppose that bail condition. Is a welcome idea anyway, but that shouldn't be the case, and that shouldn't be what we should be talking about. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done nothing. He was kidnapped, an extraordinary rendition to the zoo. So and still yet the lawyers and all these people, they are just there, gallivanting, even when they are up to do the right thing. The system is already corrupt and there is nothing you can do about it. So our leader's faith, his release still lies on what our prime minister and lies on our hands. So this is what we should be looking forward. When Mazi said that we shouldn't be even talking about this court case or something like that. Yes, he was right, because when I saw it, I was even thinking it was an old video or whatever. So it was when I saw this video, this live program, I joined and I said, okay, fine, okay, let's talk about it. But to me, this is not something important. We have to focus on what our Biafran Liberation Army are doing, because this is the only way our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. You see, these people, there is nothing like court case, there is nothing like court process. Let them go to hell with whatever they think that they are doing here. They are trying to deceive or trying to distract our attention. Our eyes is now focused on the rising sun, and we are not going back. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he must be released, and let them note that if anything happens to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's not going to be a joke, because Abuja will not contain them. Let them just be gallivanting. This is my little contribution for now, because we have to set the record very straight. I don't care about all these things that we are seeing here. I don't care. Thank you.
Okay, please, the last speaker. Can I ask you, what is the case you have about the files that Onyendu is carrying? So if you can tell us why you are concerned about Onyendu carrying his files.
But I don't think he's concerned about Onyendu carrying.
Yeah, let me tell you, Nigeria. I don't know why so many of us don't understand Nigeria by now. Last week, our prime minister had in his Twitter handle that these people are sewing the uniform of the gallant men. They believe in Takia. What they call Takia is deceit.
Yes. Yeah.
They are very deceitful. Bringing up all these things, Olu war, and the Onyendu's hearing this and that, is just to distract what we are doing. But they know that we can multitask. We Biafrans, we are capable of facing them. And this generation of people fighting for Biafra, very young men and women, they are not giving up. We can be doing our self-referendum. Onyendu's court case cannot be ignored. We know that they don't have courts. It is all Sharia judges that we have in the Nigerian court. So what do you expect? But can I be very honest with you? If I am your client and you are a lawyer and you are representing me and you are not giving me feedback on how my case is going, I can bring an action against you as a negligent lawyer. So Onyendu having his file.
Wait.
Let me finish, please, so that you will understand what I'm saying.
No, you don't understand me. I'm saying you will bring action in Nigeria.
Yes. The truth is that some lawyers can be very negligent. When Onyendu comes out, when Biafra comes, we are going to sue Ejiofor and Ezekome for representation and negligent representation of Onyendu's case. But that one is a case for another day.
Mommy, excuse me. These things you are saying, it will only going to work under when Biafra has been restored.
That's what I'm telling
you.
you.
Know,
No,
under Nigeria, yes, under Nigeria,
the restoration of Biafra because Onyendu is going to court. We are doing
yes,
everything all at the same time, and you cannot neglect Onyendu's case when they call it up. You can't. So we are doing it. We are pushing Biafra restoration. Onyendu's case is up. Do you say no to Onyendu when his case comes up? You can't abandon that.
Mommy, we are not saying that we shouldn't talk about, it's a good thing. Thank God, for a very long time, we haven't seen him. Thank God that we were able to see him today.
Exactly.
We appreciate that. We thank God.
Yeah.
So, but what I'm trying to say is that, when somebody come up here who was trying to tell us process, we are talking to the public here. So when we are saying these things, it will look at, because we are talking to millions of people out there who are listening, it will look as if the country that we are talking about, because our project here, what we are trying to project to our audience here is that Nigeria is a failed state. There doesn't have any working process, any working system, and it can never work. So whatever we are seeing here is it's not something new.
Exactly.
So this has been what we have been seeing.
Yeah.
So we don't even put our hope, we don't trust. So, but it's not that as if we should ignore that the fact that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or whatever that is going. No, we never ignore him.
Exactly.
But it's just that these people are trying to play this their takia and trying to. But we have gone past those stages. So our eyes, we are still focused on what we are doing, because we will be focused on the court, whatever they are doing with our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we will also be focused on whatever activities that we are very, very sure of and that we know that is going to give us whatever we are looking for.
Yes.
And whatever our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands for. And that is the reason why he's still there. So I just want us to understand that nobody should come here and make that fact that try to say that Nigeria have process or suing Nigeria. If you are saying it, just make it very clear that it is not under Nigeria states. It is not under a failed state like Nigeria that you are going to sue anybody. That whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will even say or whatever he even does, it will not even stand, because the people who kidnap him, are you expecting them to give him judgment? The people who kidnap him, who want to kill us, who want to destroy us, do you expect these people to give you? We are just waiting for the right time, because I believe, maybe I will not speak the mind of our prime minister. You see these things that we are seeing today about this Nigeria. For me, I have already seen it all, and I know that majority of us have seen it all. The stage where Nigeria is going to now, because where these people have touched, they have touched the tiger state. The holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now, we are just looking at them and we are laughing, because when Biafra will be declared and we come to ask for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then they will start to tell us that they want to judge cause process or they want to do this. My sister, let the zoo understand that the Aso Rock, if there will be Aso Rock by then, it will go down. It will go down. I'm telling you. Nothing will remain in the zoo. This is the way we are going. They are still holding our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is not something we should accept at all. We should not even talk about process. Let them release him. Lawyers should not ask for bail. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or let him go back to where they kidnapped him from. That's all.
But we are all saying the same thing. When I came in here, the first question that I was asked is what I was addressing. And our Onyendu has the right to have access to his files. Bear that in mind. That's number one. Number two is that the first thing I said when I came is that if our prime minister is like a military guy in Nigeria, what Traore did is what I know our prime minister will do. And what you have said here, which I agree with, is that we are taking it easy with the zoo, because of Onyendu's presence there. Wow. Onyendu dịka odudo doro ndị Nigeria n'ebe dị njọ. Itie ye, itigbuo odudo, but itikpokwa the other one. So ọ ka mma na iji nwayọ na-follow the court procedure now because of our Onyendu. Biafrans, ayaga atụ egwu. No, my brother, we know the fear.
We know the fear, yes.
Yes.
I
So we
understood.
are all in the same page. This argument is unnecessary. The
No, we
correct
are
thing is that
nobody's
Onyendu
arguing. No,
has
no,
right to his files. It
no,
is
no.
very, very
What I
legal.
was,
It is very correct. So
why I was asking the
let
question.
us not waste our time on that. It's
No, we
not
are
worth
not
it.
wasting time. I just wanted to be sure what I was
Yes,
thinking, what I
Emenike.
was what I was thinking if Oyendu have decided to keep all his files by himself. That was what I was thinking. But that is by the way. Well, that brother that came in here that was angry, I don't care if you are angry. One thing we must understand is that Nigeria have no system. The only system they have is system that suits the Fulanese. Very simple.
Yes.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today has been denied justice because his name is Nnamdi Kanu. If his name is Adamu Shiroma, Adamu,
Exactly.
by
Or Adebayo.
Adebaya Adebanji, he for no day there. So this,
Yes.
so when somebody come here to tell me process, it makes me angry.
Nigeria have no system, let alone process.
No process. You can't tell me you flowing the process. If to about 3 years ago, I remember 2001. When this case, I think at the second time, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, second court case, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I said that this whole thing will become disastrous if we begin to wait for Nigeria to conclude, to give you justice. People fought me then, people fight me. Today, where are we? Mazi Ford, Jerry, you did there, make I know whether we want.
Mazi, afternoon, Mazi.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so the thing is that the file issue, I don't know how relevant it is, but all I do know is that
No,
everything you see going on.
a lawyer have clarified the issues. So
I
yeah,
know, yeah, I know. What I'm trying to say is that everything you see going on there in the zoo
mm,
is just political gimmick. That is what it's all about. It's political gimmick. It's just a game they are playing. You see, the zoo government, the Biafran politicians, governors, the Ohaneses, they are all in cahoots in this game. I can tell you for free. Why? Because Onyendu, and I've been saying it severally, that never, 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 ever, no matter, it just don't matter. Nnamdi Kanu will never denounce Biafra, one, and he will never accept to water it down. Because I will tell you that Sunday Igboho,
mm.
Sunday Igboho was released. He was allowed to come back, bury his mother under the arrangement he reached with Tinubu, that he will water down the agitation.
Are you
He will water.
Are
There's
you sure? Because you did you see his statement? He said that he has come back to fight anybody that has been killing his people or anybody that will come to
Mazi, Mazi,
huh?
Mazi.
Yeah.
You know, a word is a word. Action is action.
Action, yeah.
Now, listen. Let me say this. The likes of the Wazirikes, the likes of the DOS, and the rest of them, they are also shouting Biafra, Biafra. They will do this, they will do that. But in actuality, just they just play. I am telling you that this is why they allow Sunday to come back, that he will water it down. I'm telling you, because there's nothing Nnamdi Kanu did that Sunday did not. It's the same agitation. He fought the Fulanis. Some of them were killed. And he declared Oduduwa Republic, he said no going back.
Mm.
And they came to his house and massacre people, and he manages to escape.
Mm.
So it's the same level, the same class than they. Now, for him to come back into the country, he has reached an understanding with government of his own, rightly put, his brother, that look, just lower it down, just play the game. It's all about, let me tell you, see, the thing is this. The issue of Biafra has
extensive dimension to it, both local and international. You see that the civil war was fought on the basis of the British motivation, should I say, because they had an agreement was reached between Ojukwu and Gowon. On arriving, on getting back home, the British told Gowon to negate the agreement. Same thing they've just done now in Ukraine. Russia and Ukraine has reached an agreement on cessation of hostility. But former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson went there and told Zelensky to just ignore everything that they will. So trying to say is that Onyendu, because Onyendu, you see this thing they are saying March. God keep us alive. We see what they will do when the March come. Maybe they will say that the judge did not come to court or whatever, and they will give another a month or whatever. Mark my word, you will say, I tell you this, they will say that the judge did not come to court because Nnamdi Kanu is an innocent, he's free from guilt. The man has done absolutely nothing wrong. They are holding him. Hello?
Go on, we are listening.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Ford.
Okay.
Is it that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, is it not an international case? Why are they not appealing to take it to the international so that let the whole world hear it? Why are they keeping it, suppressing it, only holding it down? Now, today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to court. Somebody that was kidnapped internationally. Why is the BBC or Jazeera or the world news not taking it? If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case should be judged internationally, not in the zoo.
Bro,
thank you.
Bro, listen, bro. That is why I tell you that the case of Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra is interwoven, and it has both local and international dimension. When you see this UN, if there's one they call ICJ or ICG, I suppose, International Crisis, whatever. So these guys, they are all in cool. But they then go tire. Mark my word. In fact, they don't tire safe. Because onye ji ife nwata wele ake no akalo elo to air. So we are holding them in a very bad place because him that is holding Nnamdi Kanu neither sleep nor slumber. They've tried everything and nothing is gonna work. You will see what I'm telling you, that they are in a very bad spot, both the zoo and their international cohort, because they know that we're on the right side of history, the wrong side. So the thing is, why the international community, like you say, will not come or this or this, because they are all, the international power of the British government comes to play too. They know the genocide that was committed against Biafrans. By the time Biafra is actualized, there's going to be a question moving forward, and they know this. Most of them believe that by keeping us forcefully into Nigeria or in Nigeria, that is a way this question will not be asked. And since 1967 to 1970, till this day, nobody has talked about the genocide, arguably the most horrendous genocide committed against any people in the African soil. That is 1967 to 1970, a war that was completely unnecessary, a war that was thrown upon the Biafrans, and millions starved to death, massacred. So, but these questions will be asked at some point, and they are trying to prevent or postpone the inevitable, which will come eventually, because they are all complicit. So, you will see. But like this other brother said earlier, our effort as Biafrans, liberators, the fighters, the more we increase our effort, the more chance. I think that, in fact, that is the chance of Onyendu coming out. Exactly. Because for them, the Igbo politicians, the Biafrans, the governors, the Ohaneses, the government, they want him to water it down. But Nnamdi Kanu never. That would be the never. That you can take to the bank. This man you see is someone. This is a different being. You are saying he will never. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much. You see, what I am seeing, or what I am sensing, or what I am beginning to perceive is that this whole process of bail is a kind of thing to make some people see, yes, we can see justice coming. We can see justice coming, and some people will say, if they are going to give him bail now, Nigeria is not lying again. Tinubu want to do something. That means Tinubu is true. Tinubu is real. But let me tell you the truth. You see the bail of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, eh? That's why I said before initially, I don't want bail. I'm not interested in asking for bail. If you give me option, if you ask me to decide what do you want, I will tell you it's freedom or nothing. Because the bail you want to give him now, for instance, is which bail? There's a video I played here before. I am going to play it again before we summarize, before we conclude. I will play the video again for you to understand what bail means. Because when we are talking of bail, many of us might think it's just bail that when you will be asked to provide or produce a shorty, this, that, you pay fine, you go home. No, it's not that kind of bail. This bail is a different bail, and I want us to listen to this that this man have to say, so we can understand the kind of bail we are talking about.
A political solution, as the president promised during his campaign, he is going to find a political solution to the problems in the southeast. The violence in the southeast will naturally come down, and the Nnamdi Kanu matter will get a political solution. This is what I've always wanted.
Are you listening? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu matter will get a political solution. Number one. Then listen to the number two.
This is what I want to see, and in the fullness of time, I'm confident that we'll come to this. But Nnamdi Kanu has to also make concessions.
Okay, me, I know the understanding English now. Lawyer will be lawyer will be here. Ada Biafra, what is concession? That Nnamdi Kanu should make concession. What do they mean by that one?
My brother, concession is when you are going to be asked to do something or leave something as a condition to give you what you ask. Ọ bụrụ na iji ihe mmadụ onye asị na iji ifie, ọ sị gị na the concession ị ga-emeki bụ na ị ga-enyeghachigodi that thing before ya hapụ gị. So concession ọ ga-emeki bụ na ọ ga-adụ. Ọkwa for this man, you see this man, I don't listen to him. Oh, fabu ndị ofe mmanụ bụ nsogbu anyị bụ ndị Biafra. Ọkwa for ndị a. I don't listen to this guy.
No, wait. Ada Biafra, wait. You know why I listen to this man? Why I take news from him? This man tells you what is truth, whether we like it or not. You see what he told you, what he just said now is reality. It doesn't matter whether we like it or not. That's one thing we must understand, that for the fact that you don't like me, that's why I'm telling people that you don't like Simon Ekpa, you hate him, you despise him, has nothing to do with him bringing Biafra. So this man now, if you listen to him, you will find out that there are some news he will cover. No other journalist will be, not that they will not be, they will be scared of covering such news. There are some kind of things he will discuss. Whenever you see him sit down, there are some news, some discussions about the banditry, kidnapping. You will see him project and discuss and analyze. Some other news agency will not sit down. Other journalists will not discuss it. So why I'm saying this is because I listen to him, because there are something he brings out that no other journalist will bring out. So whatever you hear him said about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now, I don't believe he is saying it because he hates Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is saying it because what he got from original mouth, we know waiting they happen. So the man get intel and didn't get backbone wait there for somewhere. They sing for him, they beat music for him. So what I am saying it is, when we are asking for bail, you know, waiting be concession, you know, waiting be political solution. So make we understand what we are really demanding for. I don't wish bail for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That one I want to with me I talk since. I no wish bail. I wish freedom. And because me, I know say and I believe say freedom is the only thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deserve. The court that he's going today, the court he will be attending today and tomorrow. I want you to know that this is the same court that don't have right to even they don't have right to even open the file of no court in Nigeria have right to say, let me
Yes,
see the file. They don't have
that
it.
that's Israel. I agree with you.
Ehen. That is why I was angry with that brother that came here and started telling me of process. Which process?
Please, can I say something? You know that the whole world is listening to us. There are certain things that some of us come here to say that I must be honest with you, I don't like it. Like suggesting for the government, you know, sometimes they come here to listen, to tap our knowledge, to tap our intentions, our mind, our plans. So for somebody to be suggesting that by March or whenever that they will still not release Mazi Nnamdi, you can't be telling the zoo what to do or what they will do. Let us keep certain things to ourselves. There is no point suggesting what they will do to him or not, because these people have no brain. That's why it is difficult for us. That's the first thing I said, that when you are dealing with somebody like you give monkey cup a drink with a cup, it is very easy. But to get that cup back is difficult.
Mazugo,
So
Just a
this
moment.
Mazugo.
A moment. Let her
this it is not good coming here to suggest for them what they will have to put, because bail has details. We have to wait and see what that bill says. Because if they are talking about bail, in the first place, I do not agree with bail, because Onyendu has no case. He has no hearing. The High Court has said it. Onyendu has no answer to any Nigerian court.
exactly.
No Nigeria court has right to ask Onyendu for anything, bail or not, political or not political solution. No solution. The only solution is to send him back to Kenya and pay him 500 million compensation for the torture they gave him. All these were done illegally. And it is because that a whole Nigeria government have no better advisors or proper advisors. Yes. So whatever we are saying here, we are just discussing. The truth is that Onyendu has no case to answer. And no court in Nigeria has right to try him in any way, bail or no bail. It does not arise. There is nothing like bail. Onyendu has no case. You give people bail when they have a case.
Good.
So
Thank you very much.
if the lawyers are accepting that, then that is very, very wrong. It will be a wrong representation. Yes, it will be a wrong representation. And Onyendu coming out now, if they will keep letting him to come, he knows that since the High Court have said that he should be sent back to Kenya, that he has no case. That's why it's good to give him his files so that he will read and know what the High Court said. You trust Onyendu. Onyendu can represent himself, but he's only fulfilling the procedure of having a lawyer. His lawyers don't know better than him. I
But
can tell you that.
this thing now you said is why I was capitalizing on him carrying his files by himself.
That's
But
the right thing to do. Your
mm,
client must have their files,
mm,
because if it is in the UK, your
mm,
client does not appear in court, like Onyendu has not been appearing during the time of Ejiofor.
mm,
The judge will tell you that I will not go ahead with this case unless I see the client. If the client is in the hospital, you bring the hospital document. Then the case will be adjourned. But they've been having cases behind Onyendu's back. He doesn't appear to court. This is the first time we are seeing him after so many days, years, you know? Yes. They are not supposed to bring Onyendu to court. Not to bring him to court. Ejiofor has been doing that. He has not been bringing Onyendu to court. And it is very, very wrong. And your client must be in court. Otherwise, the judge will not preside over the case.
And that Biafra, you are saying of Ejiofor not bringing Onyendu to court. You've forgotten that there are about 2 cases, 2 courts. Ejiofor did not go. Nobody went to that court. Because Ejiofor didn't tell any other lawyer. He hid it from them and he refused to go.
Because he's a compromised man. That is why I say to you that when Biafra comes, we will bring an action against him. He will pay for it. If he is guilty, he will go to prison. Yes. He will be jailed.
Mazugo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what did the Ofemano guy said when he said that Onyendu has to make concession? That was his word. That he has to make concession.
Yeah.
So that's like what I say.
He first of all said there will be a political solution, then he must make concession.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's similar to what I just said when this sister, they condemned that we shouldn't be saying it, that we are giving the zoo government an idea or what to do. But this is practical.
But the truth is that Nigeria listens to what we are saying and they decide, they make their case. Have you forgotten when Abba Kyari case was? Is from what our prime minister said that they knew what everything that happened that during the time our prime minister used to do exposition. If our prime minister come here and they say something today, they will just calm down. After 3-4 days, they will apply that exact thing our PM said.
So you believe that when Jide said that Nnamdi Kanu also has to make concession, that so you believe that based on that the government will want him to make concession because Jide said it. Is that what you think?
It's not because Jide said it. I'm telling you that Jide is saying what he got from inside the house.
Yeah, because it's not rocket science. Anybody with half brain will even know that they will want to extract this conception. There are things they want because if they know that the man can never ever compromise. They know that Nnamdi Kanu he will never compromise his stance on Biafra actualization. So therefore now they will feel that they have him, that they will not let him go until he agrees to either water it down or denounce it. And that is never going to happen.
Ford, one thing, they should be stupid and there must be fools be thinking it. Mazi, our prime minister have made it clear that what he is doing, what Biafra is doing today has nothing to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you want to judge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with anything, don't Biafra Republican government inside this case. He has made it clear. So if they are, even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sign for them that concession they want, it stops, it changes, it has nothing to add or remove.
Exactly, of course. Because the actualization of Biafra is not dependent on an individual. It's a nation where we're talking about over 70 million people. It's not something one individual can come and decide because I don't want anymore. Therefore, over 70 million people. No, it doesn't work that way. No, because he is the arrowhead.
They don't even know. And let me not that they don't know. It's not that it's what Nigeria didn't know this before they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's now that it is down on them that, hey, so we met when Mazi Simon Ekpa said that they have made the worst mistake in this whole life. The worst mistake they made was to go and kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And had it been they did not kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, today we would have been inside the structure, running from one inside, structure, big mansion and a structure, many mansions. In the big mansion, there are many rooms. We will be coming out from one room You see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu suffering, going to Canada, going to America, going to Japan, going to Jamaica, going to India, preaching the gospel, and after preaching, the same people around him will do him. Look at this one. Because that is what they have been doing. That is what they have been doing.
My people, it looks like we are going round and round. We already know Nigeria. Nigeria can never, they are not new to us. We are focused on getting our own nation. That's all. Because these people, they didn't start today. They did not start today. We all know them. They are liars. They will not let an Igbo man rule. They will not allow us to hold our businesses. They will even bulldoze our houses so that we will become homeless and we cannot get Biafra. What sort of slavery is that? We all know that we are fighting for Biafra. That concession that guy means is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will either stop Biafra or stop Simon Ekpa. It will never happen. And I know that Onyendu will never.
We are saying the same thing.
Yes, Onyendu will not accept anything less than Biafra. We must go. We all know that we are going. All these arguments, I mean, maybe we are just, we need to raise other topics because the Nigeria government will never, they will never, they are not truthful people. They are not. Look at Yakubu Gowon, what he did to us. He went to Aburi with Ojukwu in Ghana. Other African leaders came there, they agreed on something. He signed and he came back and changed. Even if he was told not to accept, is he a child? He would have said, no, I have to stick to what I have accepted. But he did not, which shows that Nigeria is liars. They are from the beginning. And today he went to Tinubu to tell Tinubu not to allow Biafrans to go. So these people, we already know them. What we want is to leave Nigeria. Nothing can stop us. Nothing. Let it be in the mind of every Biafran that we want to exit Nigeria. If Yorubas or Jide or whoever, whatever I can't be here discussing him. Yes, I can't. It's a waste of my time. I have to leave. Jide is not any of my problem. Because they are, look at
Ada Biafra, listen, Ada Biafra, we are not discussing Jide.
No, but we know Nigeria. We already know them. That's why we are leaving them. They are liars.
Whether they lie you, even if Nigeria turned to angels now, we are not interested again.
Exactly. We have to go. That's what we should be talking about. How Biafrans should vote. They should vote in their mass. This is what we have to focus on. We have known Nigeria. They can never change. They can never change. Somebody who don't like you and he's showing it to you. Now they made the whole Nigeria to become Islamic State. Very soon they will be on the road fighting women to cover their head and this and that. we
are they not doing it in the London there? Ada Biafra, just a moment. Let us listen to this caller here. I beg.
Okay.
Okay, go on, caller.
Nambo ana m ekele Chineke. Onye kpụrụ unu n'olu oku a. Unu dịka ndị ahụrụ ahụ. Ọbụladị meeting anyị na Prime Minister mere yesterday na America. Ọmụọchị juru m ọnụ. Maka ihe ahụ dịkara enwere egwu ọ na ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ya wee mee. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ya wee mee. Ọ na-eme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme. Ọ na-ewepụla iwu. So ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume because from 2019 2020 ekidnapụrụ our leader. Ụzọ ya dịka ọ naghị aga aga. Ada Biafra Chicago ama ahụ mgbe ọ na-aga ma na-azụ ma n'oyi ọtụtụ ma na-ahụ ya na-aga n'ụzọ ya na-eti ụfọdụ nwere ike chere ma nwaanyị isi ọrịkwa ya nwere ihe ọ na-akpọ we need Pastor Van Modena, Pastor Van repentant or somebody. Any hammer, yeah, but that's your thing. You can dedicate it. Yana Aganos Edel, Yan Webo, Yana Snow, yea, over and again, my eyes. Only Lama Chamonio, no one after the other. And now one buyer. Yeah, because Nambana, and I found 500 people. Joanna Simon Eber. Simon Eber, 1 hour last post stop. I got the one, my mama, my grandma made. We could equip so now I can now be any. Would you tell me after meeting I met at 10 last night, my Radorama. Injury, I don't know what I said, I'm making a portal life. I'm getting a mine. I bought up a willing mine. So my only happiness when I want my leader alive. Now, when you're going to prove me, my hair, I had a moment the most important one out in the island. So, what I hope I know on her routine. My mother's son and born around her on age. Oh, dear, you have a on our file. You have so far I have the I'm a money yes, and I had a family business. No, we wouldn't our leader, how last year when I was here, I had the Biafra. So soon, nearly an hour, this referendum, I movement under 21 days, I with the 6 point something million. Cameron, when so some don't convert an hour and all church at that method, and when we had that 1,000 members. And I put my hand, we had Simon, and Nazaraya with your lucky. Now your chineke is Biafra, Simon, how much with the security near Lagamaga, Mrs. Samanga, I'm Louisiana boy, Ipioma. Oh, look, I Nagama, when gave you one on so no matter how well and I said, no matter how last time. Biafra is here, there's no back now. As no matter how angry the gods are, a lion can never be used for sacrifice. So I don't know, we can Biafra can never be used for sacrifice. You know, somebody else will happen. We are going home, and this year, after I got the guy, so I'm a Sakachine, Tonya Bruno. Oh, Bono, you all know.
You see,
where's again any legal we hear recognize it? We have game up on the back at us as no Nana by. Where's again any more Nilo, our Prime Minister, Benilon, Agachine, Oga, Lulu, number 10, Nilo, or bring a Chineke, Abun Nilo. Oga, walk and I am Bafayana. I need a shortage, Ulu, I am a candy moosey. Naga sent Ojuku, sent Adrian.
Adlama, they were Mama. They won't.
I'm not the sent in the Nilemara. Actually, short. Took Bagay and I like Cobra and Pawana La Jafrana, Jesus.
You say, Amen. Amen. Thank you. Okay, Mazi Ford, which will be rounding up, and the Mazen also, and Onya D here. Who is still here again that I don't know? Okay, Ford. Meku.
Round up. You want round up, eh?
Meku just used to 2 minutes because we are here for more than 2.5 hours now. And let me see if Mazi Sonny will be chance to try and come back again this evening. So,
okay.
2 minutes.
You do well. So, obviously, the way, well, for me, I've always known these things way back, way back. I already imagine how they're going to play out. You know, like I keep saying, it's God that is keeping Nnamdi Kanu, not anything else. And why the case is the way it is today is because of what our PM and all the liberator fighters are doing. That is what has kept it relevant And that is what has kept him going, because he's aware of everything that is going on. But I have to tell you, should in case anybody is not aware of the fact that the Biafran politicians, the Igbo politicians, the governors, the senators, the Ohaneses, they are like 90% or maybe it's something percent responsible for still keeping Nnamdi Kanu in the dungeon. I am telling you the gospel truth, because some of them, they said, like Umahi, he said that they can never be in Biafra. They somebody like Uzodema, these guys, even the way they, so obviously, but for me also, I believe that our PM, who is in charge now, is smart enough to know what we are up against, because this guy, they cannot live in a sane society, and they know that that is what Biafra will represent, and they don't want that. So let us not be naive to think that it's gonna be like on a platter of a god. No, 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 no. When you hear that the kingdom of God suffered violence and the violent took it by force, this is it. So let nobody get it twisted. These governors, you see, only I know about Abaribe. I watched his interview a couple of days ago on Channels TV or Arise. I think it's Channels TV, and that is where I concluded that, because Abaribe seems to be like the lower class in terms of people who are out to help the Fulanis. But even the interview Abaribe granted, I was pitching myself. I was like, really? The guy asked Abaribe, why is it that the country is the way it is? I expected Abaribe to let him know that it's because you cannot keep people in a country by force against their will. Like it is a kidnap with a gun on their head. You don't give them any chance to decide if they want to be in the country or not. Every country does it, and you at the same time expect peace and progress to reign. That is unimaginable that any human being can expect that a country like that will prosper or no peace. You don't give people a chance. And this is a country that was not one from the inception. From the beginning, it was never one. The North were on their own. The Biafrans were on their own. Back then, the old Eastern region and the Oduduwa was on their own, doing well at their very. Then the British came forcefully, put them together, and take out every opportunity of referendum, whatever. Of course, that was made possible in 1999 Constitution. And you think that it doesn't work. But so, my brother, thank you so much. Make I not too much of your time.
There were Mazi also.
Thank you very much, everybody. I really thank you, Mazi Ford. I also want to thank our mommy here, because she really did very well. She's the only mother we have here. We'd already tell us how everything be. So, my people, my conclusion is that make we remain focused, just like as everybody already talk. We already know how the system will be saying we find ourselves today, how we be, and this one a system will be saying we say no. Our leader say no. All of us will say no, and that no we will say no. Now what we stand for, and until we achieve our aim, which is our freedom, our total freedom, we no go rest. No matter anything we be say they bring come out, whether they bring courts come out 100 times. So what we dey interested is that freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, freedom for Biafra, freedom for each and every one of us. Now waiting we stand for. Any other thing apart from freedom, we know they talk am. You know they our mind. We sleep, oh, freedom. We wake up, oh, freedom. We dey eat, oh, freedom. We dey work, oh, now freedom. Now we want, and we must get up, because this time around we don't already shout. We carry flag. We do everything. We talk. Nobody listen to us. Even till today, our leader upon everything whether they do till tomorrow. We know say the whole world they see, but they don't want to talk about them. But no problem. So that is why we will continue to remain focused, continue to do the needful and every other thing we know say we need to do for the freedom of our nation and the freedom of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless each and every one of us. Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you, sir.
You say. Okay, Jaja, this one you enter now. If you can talk, if you can hear me, go on and talk. Jaja, can you hear me? Go on. Okay, he's even out. Ego King, can you hear us?
Madam, you're closing our camera. She wants to do something now.
Somebody that is saying you want to see inside the court. This is inside the court today. This is inside the court today. So you know. Ego Kenge will one go now. Ego Kenge, you can't hear us, and you the thing that come out you. Okay, Ige the man, you have 2 minutes. Ige the man, you have 2 minutes.
Okay, Mazi, good evening, sir.
So,
Good evening, everyone.
you're welcome.
Honestly speaking, I am so happy. Today is one of the best days. You know, for us to use our eyes alone to see Onyendo appear in the courts is one of the best things that has ever happened. At least it's an encouragement to us. It's a very big encouragement to us. You know, I want us to look at this in this perspective. For Onyendo to come out and say, for people to imagine or think of Onyendo coming out to say it is either he stops Simon or he drop the struggle, the Biafra. So, do you know what it means? For this same struggle, the same time that we are all buried the same day. So, how can a high level of an educated man, a high profile, you know, for that matter, will now come out and you know? Well, nobody should imagine such that Onyendo will come out and say all these things. So I want everybody to have it in mind that he has paid a lot of price. Even when he was talking about if it is to sacrifice his parents, he never knew that it will come to pass. He never knew. He never knew. He made it a prophecy regard to that. And he lose them for the sake of this struggle. So he has sacrificed it. And I was so happy for the testimony that his father, the late father, gave before he died. When the British, these people went to visit in his hometown, he said, in this struggle that your son is standing. What you said about it? The son is the type of somebody that whenever he's pursuing something, he don't get that thing, he will not rest. So it is the choice he makes, and that thing is pursuing, he must get it. That was the response he gave to the British delegate that went to see his father to seek his opinion, to know his thought or what he view concerning the decision his son took. So he is a father, know him right from the beginning. When he pursue something, he must get that thing, regardless of the time it took him. So nobody should imagine when they come or they will condition him. It's not stupid. It's not stupid. So everybody should trash that particular area from his or her mind, because I know what my evil leader, my second leader is capable of doing. So by the grace of God, concerning the hello, can you hear me?
Man, actually, we are going before you came in. I just brought you in. So you were
okay.
2 minutes. I beg, maybe we go 3 hours.
Okay. So I want to appreciate all our media warriors and the great work Chukwu Abiyama have been using you people to do. I pray that, honestly speaking, he will continue to strengthen you, empowering you people, encourage you people. All the effort, all your time you have been making, all the time and energy, the resources you have been putting in this program to make sure that it's being materialized. None of those efforts shall be a wasted effort. So I encourage all of you to keep pushing on. We are almost there. Chukwu Abiyama is the one leading us, and he knows where he's leading us to. And everybody should be courageous. We should keep the negative aside and then focus on the positive side, because we're almost there. We can see the signal, we can see the feelings everywhere. So thank you and God bless you.
There we get the man. Thank you. Okay, Biafra, you have the mic before we go.
Thank you, my brother. My fellow Biafrans, I thank all of you. I thank God especially for making it possible for us to see Onyendu today. Let me tell you, my brothers, it is even in the Bible, wherever there is 12, there must be Judas. That we argue sometimes during a time like this is very good, because during argument, the truth comes out. And if it is between people who love themselves, we must agree on something. So, as it is now, we have suffered enough in that country. We have suffered enough. We did this 1967 to 1970, and we have been doing it. Let nobody join them in their protest tomorrow and 28th. And let us please focus on our voting and fundraising. Yesterday, Americans, they broke the record. And I want every state, including where I am, for everyone to copy Americans. It's like Americans, we are leaving this fundraising for them, but we are all involved, you know. So my people, no matter how we haggle, we are all the same. We love ourselves. That's why we are doing this together. Let everybody remain strong. Onyendu said it, that a time is coming when we will require to approach the mental strength. And this is the time. My people, what we want is nothing but Biafra. But unfortunately, our leader was incarcerated. So we have to multitask. We are looking at Onyendu's court case. We are looking towards our Biafra declaration. So if we don't vote enough, if we relax, the voting will not do itself. So please, we have to keep spreading it. One man in America yesterday said that he pays anyone who votes 1,000 naira. My colleague, am I lying? Or did you hear that? So it's an incentive. I'm not saying that everybody should do that, but just to copy what that man is doing in, you know, giving people incentives and encouraging other people that they should vote, because it is very important. There's not going to be any war to get Biafra. It is purely international law that will be applied. So my people, let us remain strong. I love you all, and I will say, may God bless you. Please, Ugo, I would like to speak to you maybe after you had closed, and we will all, me and you, we can talk. There's something I want to ask you, please. Thank you, my people, and God bless all of you for joining us. Thank you.
All right. So, Biafrans, I must say thank you so much for watching, and God bless you all. And from me is goodbye for now until we see you again soon. Soon. Bye.
The spirit of Biafra, free Nnamdi Kanu, get it for Melo. I chip on one nanyasi, get it for Melo. One chile, one get it for Melo. Onyendu nebe anyanachi, get it for Melo. Can you cheta nakaya diocha kedi for meno? Aiji oh wanayasi kedi for meno. Wane chibe wane a kedi for melani. Onye dunebe anyarachi kedi for meno. Can you cheta nakaya diocha? All the things to do because think of what he told us. Now we should have ability to reason. They started to create division among us. Hey, take our resources and left us fighting. I'm more your friend than you are. I'm both member than you are. Your friends speak.